So we're looking at the Camryn Cowlette, and it has what I call a folded Picot edge. So you can see here the nice little edging, and it's got the little mini points. And the way that's worked is you knit a bunch, you work a yarn over row, and then you work a bunch more knit rows, and then you fold it over and you hem it. So I wanted to show you how easy that is to do today. So I've got a little eensy beensy sample of what the Camryn Cowlette pattern looks like. So we've got our little slip stitches, and then what we've done here, and I'm going to turn it over so we can see the direction of the knitting. We've worked our knit rows, and then we worked a row that was knit two together, yarn over, knit two together, yarn over, and that's what's going to make that nice Picot edge. And then once that's all set, all we have to do is knit the rows called for in the pattern, and we come back up and we knit the rest of those rows in the actual pattern. They're knit in the round, so it's just all knits, no purls to worry about. But then you fold it over and you seam it to the wrong side of the work. So I have a yarn tail here, and I'm going to thread that onto my needle. And I found a trick that makes it really easy to thread tapestry needles. Actually fold the yarn in half, and it's easier to feed in the half yarn than it is the end of the yarn. Sometimes the end of the yarn wants to fray and be all persnickety on you, and we don't want any of that. So all we're doing is we're folding this over, and I like to find kind of a place that I'm going to stitch it to. And what I'm going to stitch it to is this row of purl bumps that's right here. So I just start off, and I'm going to anchor into that first purl bump and into the edge of the stitch. I probably could have made our tail a little shorter here. Next purl bump, edge of the stitch, and we're just going to go all the way down the line, just doing that to close up that edge, just like that. And you want to make sure that when you're doing that folding, you're not doing it too tight. You don't want to have that folded edge going under too much, but it'll kind of tell you where it wants to go. It'll kind of lay in place pretty easily because there's the same number of knit rounds before and after the Picot, and so it kind of lays in place. But you're just going ahead and you're grabbing that bump, that purl bump on the back, and then grabbing that strand from the cast off, from the bind off, and you end up with something that looks like this, or in the finished product. When we look at the finished product, you can see the nice edge that you get, and if you flip it over, you see the nice little seam on it. And it's just that easy.